Roulette, everyone. This is the last one of 2018, and for 2019, please refer to the little cards. It's going to be bi-monthly, so just the even months of the year. And I trust in my heart that still somebody will show up the second week in January, wondering why everybody else is late. But that's okay. Live and Learn, this is a wonderful bookstore, probably my favorite one, so I'm quite sure that on the second Sunday in January, something really cool will be happening here, just not us. And the name of this show is The End is the Beginning. And I'm so happy to see everyone here. It's like pre-Christmas. I don't know if you guys were here last year, but the theme was Festivus, or Festivus Miracles, because this time of year, every single year, I probably shouldn't say this, but anyway, my family knows, it's like, why do I need to buy them more crap just to put like somewhere to add to the heap of stuff, but I'm over it. So, this year, instead of talking about Christmas at all, we're talking about the end of the year, or the ending of something in your life. And the first person who's going to come up is going to show us that the end of childhood innocence starts the appreciation of family traditions. Please welcome Larry Mayfield.
Thank you, Teresa, for doing this. It's always such a wonderful event. This is just a little generalized memory of what it was like when I was a kid at Christmas time, for the holidays. I don't ever really remember believing in Santa Claus. One of the older kids in the neighborhood made sure all of us little tykes were well informed before it ever became a real issue, like it did for others who would show up around the holidays and still in their innocence claim to have had first-hand knowledge of Santa himself. In our family, there were 2 Christmas gatherings to attend, one being our immediate family Christmas on Nevelett Street. Mom had 2 meals to prepare, one that evening and another to cook for the following day at Mama Mayfield's house on Fry Street, where all of the outer-town relatives in for the holidays would gather to share tales of how their lives had progressed since last year. Christmas Eve, Mom, Dad, my older sister, and brother, eventually their spouses, later my sister's kids, and eventually my own spouse and children would fill the house with excitement. Generations of small feet ran through the house barefoot, back and forth to look at the presents under the tree. During my childhood at Christmas, supper time nearing, my mind sped ahead marveling at the gift wrap boxes, noticing only a few. And oh my, the food. There were massive amounts of food to eat. The aromas undeniable. Throughout the house was the red and green theme. A poinsettia adorned the dining table. The Christmas tree was decorated with colorful blinking lights, silver tinsel, and glass balls. Mom was the decorator of the family. Somehow the adults would slip off unnoticed and out of view from youthful eyes for a few hurried minutes to bring in extra presents through the front door, while the unknowing kids, full of laughs and joyous moods, were preoccupied and did not notice what was going on behind the closed door that separated the dining area and the living room where the Christmas tree was located. The meal was finished. The women standing would have to clean the table and wash dishes before presents could be opened. Enough kids whining could override too much delay, so it was usually agreed upon to clear the table and do the dishes later. Once the door was open, kids stormed through to stand and stare at the Christmas tree in awe and admire and wonderment how the various size boxes had multiplied. Gifts were handed out in no particular order. I wish my memory could recall specific gifts and reactions, but mainly it was the warmth of family that has stayed within my heart. With each unwrapping, there was an exchange of love. There were always new gadgets of the time, or some new game to play, or something that required instructions to assemble. It was a good kind of loud noise that filled the room, paper ripping and family chattering. My birthday came around Thanksgiving, and so having just received something like a board game My expectations were minimal at Christmas, realizing the family income was enough to provide a nice home and food to eat, but it would be too much to expect more. Every Christmas I received a few small items and one big gift, like a bicycle. Let me elaborate, like a 3-speed purple Stingray with sparkly silver banana seat and shiny high-rise handlebars with fancy handbrakes. That one is going to remember. As the wrapped presents under the Christmas tree dwindled, the crumpled up multicolored wrapping paper increased, scattered everywhere, making it hard to know where to safely step. Cameras flashing, family members holding some just opened box containing a smile on their faces. Laughter echoing throughout the house. I was the smallest of Mom's 3 children, and she had her ways to make me feel special. All of the presents were open. Well, at least that's what I thought. But way back in the farthest corner behind the Christmas tree, Mom pulled out one last gift and handed it to me. My surprise reflected knowing there was no way the family could afford anything else. It was the one present I would not rip open, savoring the moment, slowly, carefully, taking my time. Most times it was something that helped me understand the value of a present not being how big or expensive it is, but finding a new pair of pants, something I needed for school, was the most important gift each Christmas. And when school convened after the holiday break, I would proudly proclaim to my friends at school that the pair of pants I was wearing was my most favorite present.